Welcome to the 4 o'clock shadow. How's it going, Shadowhawk?
Hello. I don't know. You tell me. How do I sound to you?
Yeah, it's still like you're underwater, bro.
Let me see if I can adjust something.
Okay.
I wonder if I got
This is Raul and T's. This is Raul and T's iteration of Impact. Cool. So sort of his version of Impact that he did last night on the draw stream. Really cool.
Any better, Rick? Can you hear me any better? Or is it still sound like
a little bit better, but it's still scraggly. I'm sorry, bro.
I'm gonna try that something in my microphone.
Okay.
I don't know how I'm gonna get it out, but whatever. All right, I guess I'm out.
Hey, Eric and Boyd. Okay. Sorry about that. Don't know what the new development on the audio issues is, but you know, it is what it is. I had fun last night on a late night draw stream with our guests and everything. Some other people may be joining us here soon. We'll see. Was doing some reposting today. At least I try and do some reposting of things that I find of interest, especially birthdays. You know, Agatha Christie's birthday today. Of course, the English author known for her 66 detective novels and 14 short story collections. Considered one of the greatest fiction writer of all time. Her novels have sold over 2 billion copies. She passed on the bicentennial year, 1976, age 85. Here's a picture of Agatha Christie. Murder on the Orient Express and all that, right? That's probably her most famous. Some of her movies have been turned into movies. Tank Ferret in the house. Hey, Tank. Mike Walters in the house. Thanks. Where's water wings in the desert for my own safety. Kind of special. So Agatha Christie would have been her birthday today. So just some of her hardback books there. They Came to Baghdad, 5 Little Pigs. There she was as a young girl. Very dour looking. Kind of like me. Also, today, let's see. Yeah, let me make sure I've got the dates right. Yeah, Andre Mealy, born on this day in 1932, remembered for her role in the horror film The Brides of Dracula, 1960, and 2 British radio series. Hancock's Half Hour ran from 55 to 56, and BBC radio comedy Just a Minute, 67 through 76. She passed away in 2020 at age 87, but I definitely remember her in Brides of Dracula. You might as well. Today would have been her birthday. Bloodlust Abounds. That's a good title. Let me write that down. Certain things just come to me, you know. Bloodlust Abounds. There we go. Write that on the top of the calendar. Speaking of which, I set up the here's Shadowhawk. Hello. Hello.
All right, got a couple more things to try. Is this any better?
That's about the same, bro. I'm sorry.
All right. Try dropping the link in the chat for me. It might be because I'm having to come in off of the Samsung internet or whatever. That's the last idea I got. Other than that, until I get a new phone, I guess I won't be streaming. So, yeah, try dropping it in the chat for me, and I'll see if that makes any
And it
difference.
may be interacting with mine too. So you need to like maybe do a stream on your channel and get feedback from your chat to see if it happens
Well,
on
yeah,
yours.
I'm planning on doing that Wednesday anyway. So,
Okay.
yeah, get caught up on that. So, yeah, I haven't seemed to have any trouble when I'm doing the stream by myself. So, we'll see what happens. But yeah, try to drop it in the chat for me. I'll try one more time, and if not, then I guess I'm on hiatus for a little while till I get a new phone.
Okay. Yeah, they're saying that it's garbled with a dash of compression. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. Maybe Tank does. I do not. Also, actor, comic, poet, and dancer Nipsey Russell, born on this day in 1918. Although he appeared on numerous TV shows and nightclubs and films, he's best remembered for his appearances as a panelist on game shows from the 1960s to 90s. Passed in 2005 at age 87. Here's Nipsey as a little child. Remember Nipsey Russell. And he was on like Hollywood Squares and a lot of those game shows. He's on his phone. StreamYard hates phones. Yeah. Yeah. Well, his phone got damaged and maybe that's part of it, Tank. Yeah. StreamYard. Yeah. He's on his phone. He's been doing it for almost 4 years on his phone. Also today would have been Faye Ray's birthday, one of the great actresses of her time. In my favorite movie, King Kong, born in 1907. Although she appeared in numerous films and TV shows, she's remembered for her role in the film King Kong. She was also in a film called The Most Dangerous Game, where a hunter tries to hunt her and McRae down. And they used a lot of the same sets that was on King Kong for the Jungle. Ray's career continued for 6 decades, acting in films and TV till 1980. She passed in 2004 at age 96. Wide range of stuff she's done. But most known for her King Kong role, because that was the first big sort of kaiju monster that was put on TV. Put out at the movies. Welcome to the show, Ethan Van Omer. Oh, he's in the heart of the sun. Are you melting, sir? There we go. Wow, had a little lens flare there.
Camera was adjusting. I have a hood on the camera that I put and take off, and whenever I put it on, it adjusts to the light.
Now, see, I don't know why I'm trying to embiggen you to see what, and I can't embiggen you. It doesn't give me that option. That's strange.
Sounds like a personal problem, Rex.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Let's see if I can embiggen me. I can't even embiggen me. Wow. This is crazy. Oh, well. No, I can embiggen myself by going solo. And maybe that's,
well, you got to move me to the left, and then you can embiggen me. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. See there?
You gotta learn how to push the right buttons.
What is this we're looking at?
Oh, so tonight's Monday Night Drives with Emmy Glitch is Aphrodite 9. And
I have some Aphrodite 9.
I got a sketch
in the comic books.
Well, this is the omnibus. It's everything.
Yeah.
This is all the Aphrodite.
That's an obscure character, really.
Yeah, this is the whole thing.
Yeah.
He's got everything in here. So this is all the pre
Hey,
uh
Ryan.
the pre-story to Aphrodite 9, and then you get to the David Finch creation of Aphrodite 9, which is the actual beginning, I guess, that came out in the comics with
Yeah.
David Finch.
I guess my stuff's Finch. I don't know. I've got a few issues that I picked up somewhere. Some with engaging covers. Do you have the covers in that?
Yeah,
And
yeah, the
possibly in
covers
the
are in
back?
here. Yeah,
I can
they're
tell
in the
you which
back.
ones I have just by memory, probably, if I saw them.
So
Not
here's all the
those.
covers.
Not those.
So
Not
these are
that.
this is the pre-story and how she comes about. And then I think this is this issue 1 here? Let me see here. Number 3.
Almost looks like a green schemed Harley Quinn there.
Harley Quinn, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so this
Covered
is
that.
Aphrodite 9 number 1.
Okay.
And I guess
I
I'm not
don't
sure
have
if
that.
these are the
When did these come out? The early
prequels.
2000s?
It sounds about right. Yeah, early 2000s sounds about right. 99, let me see here. This one was printed in 2023, but I was wondering if they had like the initial date.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. All right, let's see here. The covers. These are all different variant covers. Cover B for number 2. So this is the Silvestri one, and then it's painted by Sebjek.
I know I have some Aphrodite, but I don't know if it's 9. Was there any other numbers with Aphrodite, or is she always?
Well, the main one is number 9, but when they go to the prequels, they show like the previous iterations of Aphrodite 9, which are, I think, like 3, 6, 7, 1 and 2 are like dead fetuses or whatever. I don't remember the whole story, but
okay. None of these are looking
this is
like I've ever seen them. I don't have any of these.
Some of these variants are really hard to find. Like this is a cosplay variant. This one's hard to find.
Right.
This is a David Finch variant, but the regular drawn version is the main one that people saw. And then here's another variant version of cover A. So I don't know if they have the original covers on here. Some
Chicks
of them
on
are.
motorbikes kind of remind me of Akira for some reason.
Akira.
Like is that a Bisley there?
No, this is Ebas, and then here this is Trevor.
Okay, Trevor. All right.
Harrison.
Kind of has a little Bisley painterly look to it.
Yeah, it does feel Bisley-esque. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's
none of
Randy
these are
Green.
looking. No, none of these.
See, so this is 9, and this one is what, 14?
15.
Yeah, 15. Yeah.
B for at 5.
Yeah, 5.
15.
Yeah.
That's nice with the champagne bottle. Of course, that's been done before. None of that. No. None of these look familiar. I know I've got some Aphrodite something with green hair. Alas, poor Uric. I knew him well. There's a little chibi, isn't it? Chibi look.
Little chibi. Yep.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I suppose it's
That's
got
by Pop Man. That's by Pop Man. This one's pretty awesome. This double page spread there. With
that looks like Michael Turner.
It looks like it, but it's Steven Sebjek. Yeah. Doing his best Turner, I assume. Well, so they were trying to incorporate Aphrodite 9 into the Cyberforce universe and all this, the prequel stuff, and then like a little bit of I think there's a few issues afterwards that try to.
Who published this? Image?
Yeah, this is Image Top Cow. So here's one you probably have. This is the Mark Silvestri cover.
Nope, don't have that one.
No,
no, not that one. With Cho, I guess.
Here's the line work.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, colored by Sonny Go. Let I'm trying. Okay. Oh, here's the David Finch one. So you probably have this one. This is Aphrodite
No, don't have
number
that one. Nope.
0, volume 1. No, you don't
Nope.
have this one.
No.
And then this is Aphrodite number 0, volume 1, David Finch.
Yeah, not that. Yeah, so Finch was heavily involved in this, at least for covers, huh? And Sylvester
Well, he
too.
created Aphrodite 9.
Oh, okay. All right.
So here's a Michael Turner. This is Michael Turner right here.
Okay, so he got to work on that before he passed away. All right.
Yeah, and then this is the famous David Finch cover. I don't know if you have
Yeah,
that.
that's pretty cool. That's some retro Tank Girl looking stuff there.
Yeah. So I think after he worked on Ascension, he went to Cyberforce and did like 2 years on Cyberforce, and then somewhere in between there, he was working on this and released 1 through 4 of Aphrodite 9.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this is Silvestri.
For the most part, pretty cool. You know, chicks with green hair, like She-Hulk.
Yeah. Joe Bennett here on this one.
Mm-hmm.
David Finch painted collage type piece.
That's nice.
And then another David Finch cover. I love this freaking gun right here. This looks awesome.
Looks almost a little organic, somewhat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not quite.
So I'm assuming he's trying to do like his Bisley Silvestri / Travis Charest style here, doing the organic bionic mechanical stuff. You know, those covers by Travis Charest that interconnect and they have floating bio-organic piping and stuff.
Oh, like Jack Kirby. Got it.
This is his stuff, yeah.
Yeah, Kirby did that. Long before these Packers came along. Just saying.
Yeah, well, these guys are doing it a little differently.
Who did the one on the right there with the green hair?
This is Finch pencils.
Okay, that's not
See
it.
that previous
Left,
piece? And
but sure.
this is Finch also on the right.
That's Finch. Okay.
Yeah.
Should have known. I mean, it looks like his stuff. Finally. I think I've got this one on the right where that's over her eye there.
So this is a double page cover spread. So, but I don't know why they left this black mark in the middle to divide it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think the next page has it shown
So
together.
you're saying it's a...
This is number 2. It's a fold out cover, I should say. Or like
okay, I think I've got the one on the right. I'm
here,
not
here's
totally
here's
certain.
the whole thing together. So like the crease on the comic book would fall right here in the middle. So this is the front and this is the back cover.
I don't know if I've got that one or not, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
But I do know that there's like monocle thing over the eyes.
These were hard to find. I don't know if like comic book shops didn't order enough.
I'm not even sure where I found mine, to tell you the truth.
Because I only have like...
if you collect, you go to different places and you collect what you like sometimes, or it seems like I got this in bulk from somebody.
Yeah, I think the few issues I have like maybe 3 from the original series, volume 1, and I found them in weird dollar bins or whatever. So then here's a painted Finch collage piece.
Yeah, I mean, I used to go to Hastings and pick up comics for 25 cents, 50 cents that they were trying to get rid of.
Yeah. So I got to draw her for tonight, so I'm going to sketch her out.
Okay. Is there a reason you're doing her tonight?
She's on the thumbnail, so I'm trying to stick to the thumbnails because I think it'll pull the audience a little more if I'm actually drawing what's on the thumbnail.
Shadowhawk says this looks great. Shadow? I never heard of it. Fantastic art. Some bad girl goodness.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
It says he's going to draw 3D shapes over photographs tonight. Should I switch it up, Homer Glitch?
Oh, whatever you want, dude. It's whatever you want to do is cool. Yeah, was gonna say the diversity on the show is great, but I don't like that word diversity, right? Like the variety, I should say, the variety on the show is great. So, but if you wanna,
Right.
whatever you want to do, Tank, your tech girls are fantastic. Do that. Maybe do an Aphrodite tech girl. That'd be cool. That last
Got one
he
more
did-
birthday for you. Jackie Cooper, born on this day in 1922, began as a child and then teen, and finally as an adult, acting and later directing in film and TV. At age 9, was only child and youngest person nominated for the Academy Award Best Actor 1931 film Skippy. Passed in 2011, age 88. He was in The Little Rascals. He played Perry White in Superman. Just a number of things. Jackie Cooper.
yeah,
And
Jackie Cooper.
he was a mover and shaker in the 60s behind the scenes. He was responsible for a lot of stuff that we saw on TV in the 60s. Some mega shows back then. Dang, I miss Hastings. Yeah, I do too. But I got my 1,500 comics from them when they closed, and vinyl banks and art supplies and everything I could.
Oh, look at that.
I know I've got some, and it's probably the Finch artwork that drew me,
Yeah.
to buy it.
He's so freaking good. I mean, some of this early
Metal
stuff
Punk.
looks a little wonky, but like this looks a little wonky, right? Doesn't feel like modern day Finch, but you can see where it's all like building up to who he's becomes, you know. And he's always said that he's hated drawing women's faces because he doesn't feel like he's good at it, but he's gotten way better at it.
Well, I mean, the colorist has filled in a
lot
lot
too.
on that one
Yeah.
piece there, you know.
Yeah, right. Because he didn't really render a whole lot of nose there.
No,
Kind of
not
feels a
whole
little
lot of nose.
mangery. A little
Yeah.
mangery.
Well, it looks like her face is spreading out right before it just melts.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Right.
it looks a little broad.
Yeah.
Of course, that's what we call women around here.
Right.
Anyway,
Broads.
mhm.
This is a good shot right there. Boom, baby. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Show me what you got.
So what you been up to today, Omer?
Oh, today. Not much, man. I've been prepping, getting ready to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do today for Monday Night Draws. Sending out the link. I actually checked some messages because I didn't get online yesterday. I kind of just took the break. I was watching the show Invasion, catching up with that, and
Hey,
then I
Cyberpunk,
watched.
Blade Runner in the house.
Yeah. And then today I've been looking for some memes because I want to do some artwork based on some memes that are popular. I think I found some, so I was doing some research on that for memes.
The Devil Flyer Midnight and Bog shorts that you sent for me. Devil Flyer still leading the pack, 146 on the views. Midnight went over 100. It's 109 views, and Bog 88 views.
Lagging behind goes to show you
Lagging
who's popular,
behind, right? Yeah.
who's popular and who's not.
I had a draw stream last night, and I'm having another one tonight because I'm off. I didn't think about your Monday night draw. And then I didn't do one over on my channel Saturday. Apex After Dark had one, which I co-host with him. And that's first Apex After Dark we've done in a while. He was on, I noticed he was on Katie Dids today with Frederick, the creator
Frederick
of
Guimont,
Rattel.
Rattel. That's Rattel.
We had 80 views on the late night draw
Rattel.
stream with an average of 16 and a half minutes watching viewing time. For that many people, that's phenomenal.
Yeah,
if I can trust the numbers.
I checked in every once in a while to see if you're still up because I was like, man, this guy's going. Good, going.
I don't put up these draw streams for very, just for looks. I try
I
to
just checked in.
accomplish stuff when I
I
get
don't
done.
know. I don't know what y'all were doing. I just checked in for a bit. I was like,
Right.
oh wow, he's on. Cool. Good for him.
Yeah, we ran for like 4 hours and almost 13 minutes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Good solid 80 views. I'm very happy with that. Glad people are interested in what we're doing. And if you'd like to see what we were doing, then I can turn my camera on and show you what I accomplished yesterday. Omer Glitch with my drawing. Raul, like I showed Raul's piece on Impact, my new character that Steve Ditko kind of stuck in my head, probably talking about Steve Ditko. I did a Zeitgeist, and I did watercolors last night. I tried out this new watercolor pen set that I got at Five and Below, fine tip watercolor pens. And I did Zeitgeist.
You're super grainy, dude. Yeah, give it a sec. It's potato-y all over. It looks cool. I think I saw it briefly on the show.
I'm glad you let me know that because it looks clear to me. But yeah, I've got to do something about the camera. We got to do something about the internet or whatever. Otherwise, I just can't show anything.
Yeah.
Did a bog, also watercolor. And did a geo. I just kind of sharpened it up with the pen today a little bit.
Yeah, looks cool.
So I got 3 little watercolors done, and you might get one of these on the campaign. I don't know. I'll pick from the best and leave the rest, and that will be printed in the Oi Savaloy Carry. Hello. Apex is a regular on Katie Did's channel now. Yeah. This comic book reminds me of the heavy metal comic book magazine. Yeah. Yeah, that is the Aphrodite 9 omnibus, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I finished this on where the hell was I when I finished this? It was
you almost had it finished when you were working on it last time I saw you.
It was with Apex over on Apex after midnight.
On Apex? Okay.
Yeah. So I did this.
You're right. I switched over to YouTube and I'm super grainy.
You were over there, weren't you?
Yeah, on the draw stream. Yeah, on Saturday night. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was there.
And
yeah, I'm his co-host on Saturday nights when we do it.
Right.
We don't always do it.
So I finally finished this at the very end. You took off and me and Fred stayed. And pretty much at the end I finished this. So.
I did take off. I was getting tired.
And Rex gave me shit because I called her a little slutty, but she's my character and she can be a little slutty if she wants to. It's okay. She's okay with her sexuality. She's empowered. She ain't gonna be an OnlyFans girl or nothing, but well, at least not yet.
Okay.
But, little
Homer
fan
has
service.
no problem with prostitution whatsoever. I think he wants to make
no. I don't believe in prostitution. You don't? No. But women can be empowered and give it away for free.
Oh, is that what you call it? Okay.
If they like who they like. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here's some things in the news, Omer. Entertainment Tonight premiered 44 years ago, 1981. Is that still running on TV? Entertainment Tonight? Or is it gone now?
I don't watch TV.
You don't know? Okay.
Yeah.
The Archie Show premiered 57 years ago in 1968 on CBS. And I'm still reeling from that one. And something Mike Walters shared last night. with us that Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling premiered 40 years ago in 1985. The Golden Girls premiered 40 years ago. Can you believe that? The Golden Girls, 1985 on NBC.
I don't even know
Steven
what that is.
Spielberg's Tiny Toon Adventures premiered 35 years ago in 1990. And Jim Henson's Muppet Babies premiered 41 years ago on CBS in 1984. Here's a look at David Brink's bookmarks. They're done, he says. These come free with every Perfection Collection trade paperback or hardcover. So he's got his bookmarks done. And that's what they look like. At least one side of them. I don't know if they're
they look good. They look good.
Heavy metal movie, guys. Great. Metal Halot, and then also what's the show? Eon Flux. That's good too. Mary Hart from Entertainment Tonight was lit. Those cams. Yeah, we know what you like, Eric. Yeah, I watched some Entertainment Tonight back in the day. Most definitely. Yesterday marked the Western sitcom F Troop premiered in the USA on ABC in 1965. And two of those actors that were in the F Troop, they would do the Saturday morning Ghostbusters, the original Ghostbusters, long before it became a movie. It was a Saturday morning show.
Ghostbusters before it became a movie? Was it cartoon show?
Yeah. And Burns did the gorilla. He was in a gorilla suit. Oh, you want me to look up the opener for you? I can play the trailer.
I don't even sure. I mean, I didn't know that. I did not know.
Let me do a search.
Now, are you talking about the fake Ghostbusters cartoon one or the Ghostbusters we know today?
It was live action.
Live action?
Yeah.
With proton packs and Spangler?
No proton pack. Sorry. This was the inspiration for the movies. I'm sure.
Really? Huh, I had no clue.
It'll be here somewhere. There's a lot under Ghostbusters. There's even a Ghostbuster Donald Trump.
Did they even have the same theme song?
No, not the same theme song. Nope. Get all that out of your head. This is the original Ghostbusters.
The original?
Yeah. There's a lot under Ghostbusters on YouTube. And I know there was the real Ghostbusters, and I watched some of that back in the day. Hot Wheels did a Ghostbuster ambulance that I have a few of. Disaster hits the Christian household. There's some water in my garage, and I'm thinking it came from probably the source that it's came from once before, which is a drip pan up there in my attic for one of the units.
AC units? Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to have to take my mattress that's wrapped up in plastic out. It's already absorbed like a sponge, some water. Was going somewhere, and I said, why is that water around the edge of the garage door? So I lifted up the other one, and I saw all this water. And I mean, not a whole lot, but where it'd been, dripped down, whatever. Not even sure.
Yeah.
I may have to put in, there's so much on Ghostbusters, I may have to, say Saturday morning.
Like put the year.
Like that. Ghostbusters Saturday morning. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. There we go. Ghostbusters 1975 series. You can watch the episodes on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'll just take maybe the first episode here, and we'll watch the okay. Never seen this, huh? You've lived a sheltered life, my friend. You are the weakest link. I never watched The Weakest Link, really, but I just like that saying. Let's see, which one am I looking for? Not that. It's called the first episode is called the Moss. Instead of the Maltese Falcon, it's the Maltese Monkey. All right, here we go. For your edification, Omer, and your education, the real Ghostbusters for 1975. Well, let's go with it. Come on.
See if the channel
I'm
gets
gonna make
struck.
sure my volume's turned up. This would be again, like one of these things that are, why did they ever put this on TV? But great premise for a show. Can you hear that? I'm not hearing anything.
No, sir. It's on mute. The little X on the bottom on the left there
Oh,
is X'd
okay.
out.
There we go. Let's try that again.
Yeah, I hear it. It's a little low though.
Okay. Got it all the way up.
That's what she said.
Well, now that's Billy Barty. He was in the first one, but now I'm not seeing the opener. Let's see. Maybe
Turn the
they
volume
do a
up
little.
there. On YouTube, you need to turn the volume up. You can go up a little bit more. Right there. You see, you can go up more.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Gotcha. It's all the way up.
Not yet. Nope. Drag it all the way. There you go. Now
Okay,
you're all the
got
way
it.
up.
All right. Well,
Got it.
I'm trying to find let's see. Okay. So here's the opener. You would have like a skit before that. There's the two actors from F Troop from back in the 60s. They did this
Back in the day.
back in the day. All right, let's try this.
We're the Ghostbusters. I'm Spencer. He's Tracy. I'm Kong. We're the Ghostbusters.
Now I forget his name, but that's Burns in the gorilla suit. He's a big collector of sci-fi and horror stuff.
We know what to do. Your scan has the creepies. I wonder what's happening. You're safe in our hands. We will take care of you.
The Ghostbusters, 1975. Filmation did that.
We're the Ghostbusters. Spirits and demons beware.
He's called Kong, but you got a gorilla that goes around with him with a beanie hat. Here.
Ghostbusters. Wherever you're hiding.
He just passed away like last year.
We know what you're up to.
That sucks.
Bob Burns, big collector. He's got a fortune, or had a fortune. I don't know if Bob Burns is still alive. Probably not, but he had a fortune in like sci-fi horror collectibles, going way back. He collected that stuff since he was a kid, and was also in a lot of movies, like in the gorilla suit here and other things.
Or anything, we're bold and we're fearless and never afraid. We're always prepared. We're right there with every.
But yeah, that's a filmation made.
Will soon fade. The Ghostbusters do it again.
Wow, I
Now
can't believe
you're-
that inspired the Ghostbusters, because that looks very entertaining for kids, but it looks like it sucks now.
Right. Ryland T in the house. Guy from F Troop. Yeah, both of them were from F Troop. Cool. Where can I watch this? You can watch that on YouTube.
Now on YouTube.
Yeah, now on YouTube. Yeah, they need to remaster Spawn movies since the Spawn action figures and comics are starting to make a comeback. Retro is returning back to us, isn't it? Isn't this great? Absolutely. Retro's always going to be big, for the next couple of decades. You'll be seeing a lot of that stuff. It goes into public domain. And there was a weird Ghostbusters TV show with a gorilla. I don't think it had any influence on the Bill Murray movies. Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, look,
Yeah, I
man,
don't think so either.
they
Maybe just in the name, like they just wanted the name.
right, exactly. But I mean, they also hunted for ghosts. Hello, that's the whole premise of the movies.
Mm. Gotcha.
Don't hate on my cartoon history. Don't do it. All right, I'm going to put the focus on you just for a minute, and I have to do it this way. Damn it, that StreamYard messing up. While I go get my coffee before it totally gets cold. I started
Okay.
the stream about a minute late and was rushed. I'll be right back.
No worries. Do your thing, chicken wing.
Yeah, tell us what you're drawing. Are you going to do the Aphrodite?
Yeah, I'm laying out an
Get a start
Aphrodite
on it?
9. It's really light, so you
Okay.
can't really see anything, folks. Sorry. It is. It's just a light blue pencil sketch layout. I'll go in and start refining once I've got the whole figure kind of laid out, so I know where everything falls. Nothing. Nothing crazy here. Just you throw down some lines. It's not clean, but I do it so light so I don't have to erase a whole lot. And trying to get the booty in here. I am looking at a reference piece that I can't show you, but just so I get most of the proportions correct and adjust it however I want. Like this arm isn't pointed up, it's kind of pointed more straight out. But I'm going to put a gun in here or some kind of weapon for her to hold while she's showing us her side boob and big booty out here. It is Aphrodite 9 after all, and she's a pretty sexy character. So I think I've got that. Now kind of work on putting the face in. Let's see, what does her hair look like? And of course I got Aphrodite in front of me here, the book, so I can look at what the character looks like with references. So I know how she's kind of drawn. And I don't draw very, very dark or finished art because I'm going to ink it myself, so I don't worry about that. And I stay pretty loose, so until I ink it. And then... So unfortunately, you don't get to see a whole lot of pencil finish work from me, but yeah. And even though I do it pretty light, I do erase ghost images so I don't confuse myself with what the heck I drew. Since I don't try to put finished art in here. Finished pencils. If somebody else was inking this or I really wanted to show off my penciling skills, I would do more finished pencils. And again, this is from Monday Night Draws with Omer Glitch over on my channel at 6 p.m. So I will probably be leaving here about 5:30, 5:45 to get ready for that show over there. And I am trying to emulate a little bit of the David Finch style, of course, mixed in with my own Omer Glitchness. So that's what the plan is here. Oh, and if you're a regular watcher of Monday Night Draws over there, Aaron won't be on tonight. He's got company visiting. His girlfriend's actually visiting him, so he's not going to hang out with us tonight. It'll just be most likely me, Frederick Guimont, and Tank Ferritos. I think he said he's going to show up. So that's cool. If you want to come join us, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we'll be drawing, I'll be drawing Aphrodite 9, which is the thumbnail. And I think Tank said he's going to draw, what did he say? He was going to draw some studies of some kind? Or Go Tech, I don't know. Whatever he wants to draw is fine. Yeah, we kind of have a theme over there, but since I've got new guests who jump on, I don't like telling other people what to draw. Draw whatever you want, you know. I'm not one of those. I was an art teacher for years and had to make assignments and all that junk, and I don't want to do that anymore. You do whatever you like, whatever interests you. If you want to jump on board and try to draw what the thumbnail is or what I'm drawing, cool. If you don't, do what you want. I have fun. It's about having fun. It's more than anything.
I'm back. It took longer than what I thought it would, but
No worries. You're good. Just explain the process of what I'm trying to do here. And that I draw so light you really can't see anything. Mainly because I ink my own stuff, so I don't need to do full finished pencils. It leaves me a little bit of a creativity on the
yeah,
inking,
I mean,
which keeps it fun, you know, loose and fun.
Yeah, I really enjoyed working out this, just doing gestorial, you know, poses and whatnot, maybe with some reference, you know, or just things I had in my head, but just doing some doodling, I guess you could call it, you know, just kind of figure placement and stuff like that. I'm gonna have to do some more of that, you know, just gestorial drawing, you know, kind of build up the figure.
Yeah.
No worries, Omer. We can't see any pencils. Raw
Yeah.
says, well, we never see anything with chat is chopped liver. Okay, Tank says. This was something of interest that was pretty cool. Let me. Well, don't let me share screen yet. During World War II, U.S. soldiers often personalized their GI coat M1 1911 pistols by grafting transparent sweetheart grips. Utilizing plexiglass saved from downed aircraft, they replaced the original wooden grips with clear ones, inserting photographs of loved ones or pinup girls beneath the surface. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And here's some pictures of that. Blow that up real big so you can see it.
Yeah,
so
that's
just
cool.
take the wooden grip out and put the plastic there, and never knew they did that. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I wonder if that was beyond, that probably wasn't official. You know, they're probably like, don't do that. Don't do that to your equipment. I try and do exercises on Monday nights to reach that sweet fitness.
Right. Gotta get your Finch on till he comes back.
I showed one of these the other day. This is the critically endangered Saiga antelope. It does look like a creature straight out of Star Wars.
Oh wow, it does.
Yeah, and I think the one I showed the other day didn't have like these carrots sticking out of his head, these orange. That's pretty
The
wild.
antlers, yeah.
Uh-huh. Antlers on the antelope. So wishing him only the best. And here's Judge Dredd in 2000 AD. And there's your lizard representation for today, Lorenzo. You look up there, it looks like a clown dressed in red, white, and blue. Hold your fire, he says. Dinosaurs are in town. Well, there's your lizard representation, Lorenzo, for today. Gotta feed the lizard.
You gotta feed that thirsty lizard. Some
been,
lot lizards.
Well, I better put I've got my audio all the way up. All right, let's take that down a notch. Do I sound okay now?
Yeah, you sound fine.
Fine, good. You were coming in hot because I had it up so high. Yeah, a little dragon. I've been doorknob. I've been saving some of these doorknobs. That's pretty cool. Pictures of neatly artistic doorknobs. I actually got to see one of these. This is a Napoleon Bonaparte. He died in exile on the remote island of St. Helena in 1821. But I actually got to see his face, and I was like, wow, this is not what I was expecting. He looks like somebody who might conquer the world, very strong features. Death mask.
It kind of looks like a Silver Surfer.
Kind of looks like Silver Surfer. Yeah. Well, they don't get the hair in there. They make a plaster mode and all that. Norway, I didn't know this. Norway has a $2 trillion pension fund equal to about $340,000 per citizen. Wonder who's going to come in there and take that.
Norway will pay you to go live in Norway and bang a Norwegian woman to have babies, and they'll pay you $100,000 a year. As far as last I heard.
Really?
Yeah, because their population is so low. They're trying to get men to. They have more women than men, so.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And they're trying to get you to go where? To do
to
this?
Norway to live over there. They're trying to.
To live over there.
Yeah, to
okay.
immigrate and live.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but they want white males only.
Mm-hmm. A Western tourist who paid to take a photo with samurai armor on 1890, probably the first documented weeb in history. What is a weeb? What is a weeb?
Someone who really likes anime and manga.
Okay.
They call them weeboos. Yeah.
All right.
They're
I'm glad you're up on this Trivia Pursuit things. I will strive to have a show every Wednesday from now on, but last Wednesday just didn't seem right to stream. Yeah. Due to the assassination. Yeah. Well, I wish you had told me about this earlier. Anyway, this is a Gingo chair from 1999. So a design chair, almost like a lichen, or something. I showed something like that the other day, but it was not hardwood like this. It's pretty cool.
A lichen?
A lichen that grows on a tree, or something like that. Yeah, that's what
not
I
a
get
lichen, not a lichen like a werewolf.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, a werewolf chair, and looked up.
Oh, you didn't look up. Okay, that makes sense now. Go check out Perfect 10. Of course, go check out mine on Fund My Comic as well. If you haven't done that, we are getting stuff printed up. I should have the sketch cards this week, and then we're on to, and that's where we need to get together so we can get her a file to send her a file of some things that she needs to print up next. This is a Bentley 8-liter around 1930. Man, I'd love to have a Roadster or something like this, like that. They're just so classic looking,
Yeah.
It may be a
Pretty
horror to
dope.
drive,
Yeah.
and who wants to drive around something that valuable and that old? But did you know that John Williams is so badass that he lost the Oscar for Best Original Score in 1977 to himself because he was nominated for both Star Wars and Close Encounters of the Third Kind. So he beat himself out.
Nice.
Yeah. I believe it was in 2004 that the National Archive actually, preserved his music, something like that. Put it on the registry as a national treasure, something like that. Damn, that's badass, Cicero. Yeah. Aaron Lepresti says, I have finished penciling and inking Wraith of God #3, Fear Hollow. The last 15 pages have been sent to the colorist, and I am currently working on getting all the stretch goes finished. Back it now before it's gone. Over there on Indiegogo. I did get a second printing of #1 and got caught up with the second one. I have not backed the third one.
You got both of them, 1 and 2, Wraith of God?
I've got a second printing of 1. Yeah, I got it on the second Wraith of God campaign.
Oh.
I thought I better look into this, especially it being, it just looks great, out of all the covers, I really like this one because just of the coloring job on it is just phenomenal.
The third one, right? Yeah. Fear Hollow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's badass.
Yeah, it's the third one. Yeah. Empire Comics from Aaron Lepresti. So he'll be printing that up here pretty soon. Let me get that link for you, and maybe you'll want to go check that out. I'll try and put some new things up on my campaign here pretty soon. Definitely got some things to put up there, more original art and things. This is the cover to Canadian Shield Ash Can that Rick Piper is promoting, selling right now on his campaign.
Is his campaign back up and running? Because so he ended his
he did end
funding. Yeah, but it was supposed to come back as a store, and I tried to buy it, the digital package, but it wouldn't let me, and I don't know if it's up and running just yet. So just be patient, folks. If you're trying to give it a couple of days, it should be coming back up as a storefront.
Okay,
just so people know.
Yeah. That'd be a disaster if it was like, On today, 58 years ago, A Monk Time premiered, introducing Pon farr and Vulcan mating rituals for the first time, along with T'Pol, T'Pring, and Lerpa, I guess. Not to mention the Anawun, a classic episode written by sci-fi author Theodore Sturgeon. Yeah, that's where Spock's like, I got to get back to mate. Vulcans, that's where we found out Vulcans only mate for like 7 years, every 7 years.
They mate continuously for 7 years? Holy cow,
yes.
I didn't know about the Vulcans.
Absolutely. Yeah, we should have been Vulcan and went to Norway for that one.
Yeah, 7 years of consistently mating. Wow.
Yeah. And I don't know if
Like-
you've seen this. I've shown this before, but this is a solid piece of amber that trapped a mantis, praying mantis in it. So poor Vanatra is trapped. Ah,
Wow.
worse than
Wow, that's
carbonite.
interesting. Yeah. Well, yeah. Nature's
That's
carbonite.
cool because scientists can look at this and say, is there any difference in this praying mantis and the praying manti that are around today, right?
Right. Sure.
But yeah, I imagine that little hardened piece of tree sap amber is probably worth some money.
Yeah, well, just that amber looks fantastic. I bet that's just the amber itself
Mhm.
is worth.
Looks
some money.
like a cool glass of beer.
Yes, sir.
The Beast. Thank you, Back in the Bronze Age, for featuring The Beast. Featured in Amazing Adventures 7 issues, 11-17, cover dated March 72 through March 73, from creators Gary Conway, Steve Englehart. I believe he was writing Avengers with The Beast when I first started encountering The Beast. Tom Sutton, Jim Starlin, Marie Severin, who I just did an homage cover of hers. Some reprints included the debut of the Bouncing Blue Beast, but he started out gray. Should Beast have his own going series? I said absolutely. And someone that we featured the other day, Gil Kane, he did this first cover of the Gray Beast. Didn't stay gray long. Tom Sutton doing the artwork here on the first issue. The Beast. Kind of grayish blue. Of course, he turned blue there. That's Jim Starlin Beast. Jim Starlin, on the Beast. Not one of my favorite artists to do the Beast. Of course, my favorite artist to do is George Perez. Of course. Man, look at this
Little
exact
George, very easy.
Tim Sale Joker. This is probably in like Black Victory or
Yeah, that's something.
something. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely exaggeration of the character, huh?
Yeah. Well, the teeth, it's kind of like it's kind of weird to elongate the teeth, especially when it's like the chin that's elongated and the nose, but it looks cool.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't look cool. It looks cool. Looks great.
More portrait commissions, says Gary Martin, of my Brush with Destiny book campaign. Very cool that he did Barnabas Collins there from Dark Shadows. Of course, from Walking Dead, Judge Dredd, wonderful, Brian Bolton look to his Judge Dredd there. And I'm not sure about this one character with the crescent moon on the monster. What's that from? Is that Moon Knight? What is that?
I don't know.
I don't know what that is either. But pretty cool that he did Barnabas Collins. Love some Dark Shadows. Love American style. I believe tomorrow the Marvel DC Deadpool Batman #1 comes out at local comic book shops. So you might want to look for that. DC and Marvel
all
finally
those-
taking Brexit's advice and
All
crossing
those
over.
stupid covers that they're not even, Batman, Deadpool. It's all the other stupid characters are crossing over. Why don't they just say like Marvel DC crossover? Like for all those covers, it's just so weird. Like what a
It was weird to
disingenuous,
see.
like
Yeah.
advantage.
It's a cash
of,
grab.
Yeah, exactly. When they could actually
they're
give us a
so-
cool series of that stuff. Like you guys could just do a cool series. Come on now.
They don't have a George Perez that wants to draw all those characters. They've got a bunch of weebles that, assassination is great. I'm a trans man. Whoops.
Yeah,
shouldn't have said
I'll do a
that because-
cover. I'll do a cover.
But often people will do a cover, but when it comes to sequential artwork, you got to really know your stuff.
Right. You gotta
Yeah.
want to do it, right? You gotta want to do it.
Yeah. Do you think that comic coming out tomorrow will sell well after a DC employee was fired for celebrating murder? I don't. Yeah, I think it'll. I don't know if there'll be a boycott of some of it. I'm not really buying
No, I don't
any.
think so. Since they
Any
fired it and they were real public about it, I think it'll be fine.
right? Yeah, either people will probably get it just simply for the collectability, if nothing
Yeah,
else.
yeah.
The Dawn, I went hard on this one. He said, not Limp Bizkit at all. Not I, got that anyway. I'm gonna get in trouble.
What?
Dark Hawk was one of my all-time faves growing up. Well, that tracks. But were you on there with him when he was drawing Dark Hawk?
No, I wasn't. I don't know when he
Yeah.
drew that. That might be an older piece that he's just resharing or finally got to color.
Right. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Dark Hawk, I know a lot of people love it, but it seems like a derivative character to me, of course. But yeah, I mean, he could be badass. Any character could be badass if you got the heart and the love for the character, and you put some work into it.
Yeah, I always had an affinity for Dark Hawk because I got to collect them as a kid, issue 1, and I've got the first 30 issues. So,
Yeah. Red Hood was canceled. Not the Batman Deadpool, but yeah, the Red Hood that he was working on. And probably before they fired him. I don't know, but simultaneously, okay, we're out of here. We're pulling it. So I guess they had sold their number 1. That's all they're going to do with that series. I don't know.
Oh yeah, and they're offering a
writing it
refund and everything, like a credit. They're offering credit for that one issue because DC
Oh,
doesn't want
okay.
to make money off of it.
Oh, it's never going to be released then, even the first one.
Oh, they managed to pull it. Oh, okay. Because apparently they printed it, and I thought some stores had already got it.
Oh, okay. I was asking,
Oh yeah. No. The
Yeah.
issue 1 got printed and shipped out, but the rest of the series got canceled. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Buy my book. Now, next Friday, we will be covering Steve Ditko again. But then after that, we are going to look at Art Adams, and that one's already set up. We'll look at Art
Nice.
Adams. I thought I just kind of picked him out of, I want to set up another one, get it set up for Feature Friday. So I picked one of my favorites, Art Adams. Somebody, I didn't want to go from like one older, Ditko to like we could have went right into Jack Kirby or Gene Colan or we could have doubled back and even looked at more Gil Kane, because he was kind of unofficially the first one we did on the Wednesday of last week.
Right on.
This is an Australian huntsman spider. Hell no. No. Looks like on the end of a vacuum cleaner. Them things be pretty big too for a spider. The other day, I turned on the outside faucet, and sometimes, moths will be up there in the outside spigot. And when I go to work, I make sure she has a glass of water. I also take additional water to fill that cup back up. So Abby will have water through the night.
Right.
And sometimes moths will come out. Sometimes nothing, right, except water. But the other day, a smaller black widow spider came out. Of course, they don't get that big, but yeah, I killed that sucker upon seeing it. Good way to get out of the heat, and there's probably some water droplets and stuff in there somewhere. Nice place for them to hide. I'm not sure who did this play. I bet you this is Barry Larkin, or not Barry. It's not Barry Larkin. Larkin's his last name. Bob Larkin. Probably from a portfolio piece, but very nice. I always loved to see the painted pieces. That's why I always loved, Alex Ross when he first came out, his stuff, because I said, yes, this needs to be next level. People need to do these characters realistically as well. I think this is a cosplay, Spider Carnage. Pretty neat cosplay. You went out on your yawn. If you went out on your lawn in that suit, somebody might gun you down. Just saying. Somebody's been watching too much TV. Hell, you magnificent bastard tank. Look, Spider Carnage needs a setup. Face hugger. Ew. Yeah. Make sure you don't miss tonight's Monday night draw. Absolutely. Over there on Dick Hogan. Every 2 years, we got to go. Okay. I was just thinking with all the vigils around the world for Charlie Kirk, Marvel DC comic sales may suffer. Everything is still raw. Yeah. I mean, maybe. We'll see.
I'm back.
Not looking to get a mainstream comic, Shadowhawk, especially with the amount of choice in independent comics. Yep. I think that's what a lot of people are saying. I feel like that. See what happens to you, Omer, when you watch too much TV? Of course, I watched a ton of it growing up. That was my gateway to the world, being out in the middle of nowhere. I don't know who did the artwork, but here's a cool Ghost Rider.
We just went through the whole series of Gunsmoke, so I mean that'll rot your brain.
And I'm going through 3 more seasons of it again.
Season
5, 6, and 7. Yeah. Just to check the disc because I had skipped those because I just watched them.
Yeah, well, I'm going to get to watching them myself so I can go ahead and perpetuate this thing of you continuously watching Gunsmoke forever and ever.
Yeah. 20 seasons is a lot to go through. That's for sure.
Yeah. Wow, that's 20 years. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, 1955 to 75. I don't know why you want to do this to your pets, but here goes. See, Carrie, you could probably crochet something like that for pets and make a, work at home job. People probably eat it up. That type of stuff. Dog sweaters, all kinds of stuff. Dropping tonight, says Phil Diaz, The Man with No Strings #0, sketch cover by Howl Comics. Pre-ordered the start and new weird Western series from our site. Don't miss tonight. While you were gone, I was promoting your show, and now I regret doing so. Interrupt the host.
While you were gone, I was promoting my show too.
Oh, good. Yeah, and Tank dropped the link out there.
Tank.
Take a tank on me. Take a chance on me.
Yeah, that book looks really good by Phil Diaz and his crew out there. Looks great.
I never got this Moon Knight graphic novel by Bill Sienkiewicz, but
neither did I.
Never got that one.
Looks new to me.
Yeah. Back in the 80s.
Back in the day.
Back in the day. Here's a little Neil Adams goodness for you, talking about gothic horror. There we go. House of Secrets. Early 70s had a lot. I mean, early 70s really, that's my first thing was Vampire Tales. Never got any of the Vampirellas. That was a little bit before my time and a little bit more adult. But here's one from Greg Hillebrand, Doran Clevenger, and Dave Stevens. Love his stuff. And John Bolton. A little Vampirella by those wonderful artists. First the Hillebrand. Hey. Didn't give her much of an outfit, did they?
Wow. Yeah, that's beautiful stuff. That's kind of how you want all women to dress as superheroes.
That's Dave Stevens right there. Whoever did the coloring job on that, wonderful.
Yeah. I think Adam Hughes, didn't Adam Hughes color it? I think Adam Hughes colored that one for him. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong.
They say he's just a tracer pretty much.
Who? Adam Hughes?
Yeah. He's been
Or Dave
accused of
Stevens.
that along with Greg Land, these are some Art Deco doors in Barcelona, Spain. Check out how colorful they are, like the framing around them. That's amazing with the marvelization of the color around there. Almost looks like you're going to open it up to Wonderland or Wizard of Oz or something. Really cool. Going the extra mile on that. Captain October has a dog like mine, like Jack Russell. Captain October, and I'll show you the picture, and then I'll tell you what he says about Duke, his dog. There's that wonderful black spotting on their bodies. I'm glad my dog doesn't react like that. Dr. October says, Duke's day so far, Omer, went to the vet to get his nails clipped. He does not like to go to the vet. He was shaking and got so nervous, he pooped in the reception area. He has asked me to hold all calls and cancel the rest of his day's appointments. Oh, that's great. And I think this is great too. Greg Capullo, Incredible Hulk. Yeah, baby.
That's exactly what happens to me when I go to the vet. Yeah.
Wow. The dog has to drive you home.
Yeah, it's because I'm a dog, Rex.
Or a cat.
No, I ain't no pussy cat.
Yeah. You
There's a
like that
dog through and
Capullo?
through.
That's a pretty good looking Hulk, huh?
That is pretty good looking Hulk. Kind of feels like an Arthur Adams Hulk.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
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 Yeah. The way that he does the face and whatnot. Yeah. That's Greg Capullo. Yeah.
I mean, and I do like an Arthur Adams Hulk, you know?
Oh, I do too. Yeah.
Yeah. He's good at it.
See some more of his stuff.
Love to
Feature
see
Friday.
Capullo and Hulk and Wolverine on there doing his own take on that. That'd be great.
Mm-hmm. Look, when I think of you, Omer, I think of this. Are you watching?
Sweet nothings. Oh, hello.
Sweet nothings. Yeah, right.
Escalopes de Peredodu.
Où sont bucaux perdu? Magret de canard. Ah là, je n'ai pas pu m'empêcher d'en dévorer une. J'avais retrouvé ma faim de loup. Perdu, une nouvelle chair fraîche.
Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Hot tamales. Send me the link to that. Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Looks like old Tex Avery, huh?
Yep. Well, Rex, I think I'm gonna have to go in about 20 minutes.
Okay. Greg
FYI.
Smallwood did this incredible piece. he's doing a series of wraparound variant covers that are coming in the upcoming arc, Batman arc, The Courage That Kills. Very wonderful.
Hold
Look
on.
at this, Homer.
I like the way that sounds. The Courage That Kills. Oh wow, that looks great.
I
Looks like a
know,
freaking
Killer
movie
Croc.
cell.
Yeah.
Wow. That's dope. That's really nice.
Yeah,
Very
that is.
nice.
You know, they're putting more into Batman than anything because that's kind of what's selling for them.
It's the bread and
About the
butter right
only
now.
thing that's
Yeah.
selling for them. That's their bread and butter. Yeah.
Yep. Well, I mean, they were hoping to bank on some Superman, right? But it's just not panning out. Superman, it's because you get retarded boy face over there, and it just didn't sell with everybody. It was great story, and it was fun. Superman movie was fun, but they got to bring that to the comics now. Make them fun.
Yeah, that's where it's going to pay off. I mean, and I don't see them doing that.
Right. Agreed.
Here is Scott McDaniel, one of my favorite artists. I really, got a lot
Yeah,
of
Scott
those.
McDaniel's
Now.
badass. Yeah.
And the great thing is, he's actually done, at least one cover that I know, in sort of the Comicsgate crowd. I would love to commission him.
Oh, that's right.
Of course,
Yeah.
it would
yeah,
take the better part of $1,000 probably.
Right.
I think he put his rates out there. It would cost about $800 to get a cover from him. I don't know. I don't want to dissuade anybody, but
Right.
I mean, he's definitely
Well,
one of my favorites.
he's the follow up to Tim Sales, Jim Lee, Frank Miller. He did that black and white huge dark line work for a little while in that Daredevil run when he redid the armor on Daredevil.
Yeah.
And then so he's got two styles he can play from that he's really good at,
Yeah.
But of
He
course,
did-
like his more streamlined comic book new stuff that he's doing is really good too now. So sorry, go ahead.
Well, he did. He did a 2-page a 2-issue prestige format. Of Elektra around that time. In the
That's right. Yeah.
93. Yeah. So he's worked for Marvel and DC and others. This was a fun commission, says Gary Callan. A personal request wanted an imaginary 80-page giant of Wonder Woman doing only mundane things. And,
Like
here's the
vacuuming.
cover of that. That's pretty neat,
Cleaning.
to do a mock-up cover
Yeah.
like that.
That's hilarious.
Waiting
Yeah,
on
and-
the toaster
right.
to come out, get something in her eye, snags lasso on bush, sneezes,
Sleeping in the bed,
that-
chained to it with her lasso. Yep. That's
folding
what he
laundry, picks the wrong line. She has to wait in line and forgets to buy shampoo. Wonder Girl trips over her dog.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Cooking. You should have had her in the kitchen cooking, pregnant. Too.
Yeah.
Barefoot.
She's just waiting on toast.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Oh man.
All right. Well, I'm going to show
It's
this.
terrible.
It's only 7 seconds long, but it says this is really important. And I'm like, okay, what's so important that we need to watch? Okay. Oh, look.
Oh, look at the little
I
deer.
think you. Does he like that? You don't do that to his nose. What the hell? No wonder they're going extinct. Man. Maybe they like it. I don't know.
Was he rubbing his nose or like squishing it?
Yeah,
I don't know. Look,
he was like boing, boing, boing. Yeah.
really? Huh. What a
Mhm.
jerk. We couldn't see it because it was potato camming, so it didn't look like he was doing anything to
Oh,
his
was
nose.
it? Oh.
Yeah, because it was skipping.
Here's a morphine vial complete with syringe from the Victorian era. That's wild.
Wow. Yeah,
That's
that's
a-
cool.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde stylization there. That's when they had metal needles. Well, I guess they're still metal, aren't they?
Right.
Okay. Shutting
Yeah,
up.
they're
then.
made out of biomorphic plastic human skin now, Rex.
This is a page of Orion Pictures, of just Orion, artwork for Terminator, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, released in Japan in 1985 and drawn by, a Japanese artist. I'm not even going to try and say his name, but there you go.
Hitomocho Arogoto Toshi.
Domo
that's dope.
arigato. Yeah.
Domo arigato, Mr. Japaneso.
I really think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. Dun, 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 dun. This has been the stream, and this is a wonderful piece. Don't know who did this. They didn't say. But yeah, the H.G. Wells classic movie, War of the Worlds, creature holding a girl. So cool.
Nice. That is great.
Yeah.
Sorry I cut you dressing, but I'm going to take you to my ship now
Mm-hmm.
and probe you.
Oh my goodness. Creativity is awesome. Yeah. This is a door knocker, a bat door knocker. So cool. Hanging upside down.
For some reason in my head, I heard these are door knockers.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Dr. Mass Retro Elixir coming up with an obscure comic that I've never seen from 1948. Gangsters Can't Win, #1 from DS Publishing. The artist is unknown. Artist unknown. Says by Ken Battlefield. I don't know. That's the writer or what, but Gangsters Can't Win. True stories from the archives of crime. That's cool. Little Crimson Skull cover there. I bet that's an obscure comic. And again, another look at Ryland T's iteration of my character from my head sketch. So he kind of gave him a helmet, looks like.
Yeah, is that a speedster? Another speedster? Or what you got there? You're going for the red shift.
I kind of like he's got Sebastian Shaw. He anything is called Impact, and
okay.
he sort of stores up kinetic energy and releases it in different ways.
Okay.
And he did that. Extrapolated that from my head sketch. It's character inspired by, I'm sure, Steve Ditko from Feature Friday. We will be talking about Steve Ditko again. Here's an interesting knob besides Omer. see how I worked that in there. So tell us about your show. What do you do on Monday Night Draws?
We draw inspired by David Finch artwork for the most part, or try to at least I do.
Really? Is that somebody you're trying to emulate and become? It's David Finch?
Well, we're trying to learn from it, right? So that we can then either emulate or take from it what we want to create our own style and be informed as an artist so that we can grow and become better, right? Because if David Finch is considered pretty great, emulating and studying his work to try to become a better artist is something you might want to try to do, right? So that's kind of the point of the show. And we're big fans of Finch, so we want to support Finch, and I picked the time slot to try to garner a little bit of what is it called? A little bit of the hype train off the Finch until he comes back. So keeping the seat warm for him per se. Not that he needs me in any way, shape, or form to do that, but until he comes back with his Monday Night Draw show, so we can enjoy that, and hopefully I can glean a little bit of the fandom, which really isn't happening because I ain't a nobody. I was a nobody. But in any case, it's a fun show, and we just try to draw and have a good time. And it's with my co-host, buddy of mine that I've known for over 30 years, who drew the comic book called The Opossum, Aaron Moses Hernandez. He is initially my co-host, but we had some. He had to take some time off to do some work stuff for his job or whatever. So I invited Frederick Guimont and Tank Freight to do co-host fill-in duties if they could, and they did. So now that they've done that, they're perpetually ever invited as co-host guests on the show. And I appreciate them for that. So they've now joined the crew. So now there's 4 of us, but it was never intended to be a show where it's featuring guests and stuff like that. Only every
Right.
once in a while, if somebody wants to promote a book or something. I try not to do a lot of promotion on there because it's not that kind of show. But
Right.
I do promote in the chat, and at the end of the show, like we did have Rick Piper on there, and we did promote his book at the end of the show.
Oh, good.
So
Yeah.
limited series, yeah.
This is a Simon Bisley absolute Batman cover from this year. I think it's maybe supposed to be like stained glass look.
Kind of
I
looks
don't
like
know.
stained glass, yeah.
Yeah,
Kind of looks like
it's
stained
it's
glass.
so busy and nobody does busy like Biz, but it's okay. I mean,
It's
I
kind of
don't
like
feel
going the way of Frank Miller there. What the fuck, Bisley?
yeah, I know. I much prefer this from Stephen Butler.
And I love Bisley's cool. I really like his stuff. I do.
I do too. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I really like
Even
this
though he was an
backdrop on
asshole
this
to me
stuff.
when I met him.
You know, everybody's entitled to a bad day. He must just seen you coming.
Yeah, he was drunk. He was drunk. He was
Oh,
being
he was drunk.
an ass to
Okay.
everybody. Yeah. Yeah, he hated
Okay.
being at that show. He wasn't making any money. Nobody was making money. Everybody was pissed off.
Yeah. Okay. Frazetta Girls Icon Collectibles, John Carter of Mars. Pre-orders coming soon. So check that out. I sent this to Timothy Austin because he's a big John Carter fan and of the movie, you know.
Yeah, it was a great film. I love that film. I love the actress in that film. She's beautiful. It's like stunning in that movie.
She is. I've got to give it to you. Yeah, she was beautiful choice for that movie. I thought the lead actor with that scraggly hair, not so much.
Yeah, I liked him too, and
You
I don't
know.
think he got his just desserts as far as his fandom. Because if they had made the 3 movies like they wanted to with that, they just didn't know how to advertise that movie, and they lost money, so we didn't get the 3 movies. But he would have been a huge star.
I don't think he would ever be a huge star. That's just me.
Yeah,
I just the way they had his hair and everything. I was just like, come on. I think he could have pulled it off. I don't know, man. He just didn't grab
yeah,
me as a leading
maybe
man
with a
type.
haircut. He's kind of a short guy too, so it's kind of weird.
Yeah,
He's not as
maybe.
tall.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying you can't be a short. There's been a lot of short actors, at least back in the
Yeah,
day.
Tom Cruise
You know.
is short.
Now, this is Heavy Metal Magazine from January 1997 by Simon Bisley. Here's a close up first.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Good skin tone there on her leg, you know. Yeah, I just don't see on that Batman cover like this level of, you know,
Proficiency.
attention.
Yeah. Attention. Yeah.
I can see where he would look at Boris and Frazetta, especially if he's doing the colors, you know, being an influence. Because that's got some great toning in it.
Yes, sir.
Here's some more portraits by Gary Martin, all done with a brush.
Gary Martin.
Yeah. Do you recognize any of these ladies? That looks like the lady down below on the left. That looks like from Splash, the actress from Splash.
Oh, Blade Runner chick with the yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Daryl
I
Hannah.
don't recognize the
Daryl
others
Hannah.
though, but yeah,
We
Daryl
got
Hannah.
Storm,
Yeah.
right? It was one of them, an Iron Lady.
I guess that's what that is.
Yeah, it
Tell
doesn't
you,
matter.
I do not know. Omer, do you buy like homage covers? Like, here's a selection from a Superman #1.
Yeah, if they're cool, if I like them. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The Jim Lee homage of that one was cool. Yeah, those are pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, you got you got the original, you got George Perez, you got Alex Ross, you got Keith Giffen doing the Ambush Bug. I think I've got that one in my collection. You got the Majestic, which is probably that Superman artist. I can't think of his name. He did some Red Hulk too, and I do have
Ed
that Speeding Bullet.
McGinnis. Ed McGinnis.
Yes,
did
Ed
that.
McGinnis. Yeah. hmm
Yeah, I'm gonna do a glitch in that version of the classic Superman. I'm gonna do that same one. I'm doing homage with glitch in it.
I'm told blue is my color. Do you think blue is my color?
Sure.
Yeah. Do I
You look good in
like
red,
Reed
blue.
Richards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't look bad.
This is one of the mechanical hands made by Carlo Rambaldi for the 1976 movie King Kong. And I can think of no other better way to celebrate Fay Ray's birthday than to show some King Kong. So there you go. Even if it's the 1976 version. Big mechanical hand. They need to do a movie where Kong reaches into the Oval Office, and grabs the president or something.
Huh. That's pretty funny.
Here's a Richard Corbin piece. He's another he's another artist like Bisley that just does some wild stuff, with the painterly technique. There's your blue lizard representation, Lorenzo. What's over the wall? Want to check out your work also? Thank you. Appreciate it.
Muchos apreciados.
Muchos apreciados. I just finished this cover back here. Marie Severin. Of course, I've done some rounds of late. Some pizza rounds. When are we going to get that off the floor and start, doing some drawstrings like that? Of course, if you do them in the evenings right now, if you give me about another month or less, I'll have my evenings free,
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Yeah. It'll be
Of course,
something.
I don't know if you can see these on Potato Cam or not.
Yeah.
But these are
you're coming in a little clear now, yeah.
done on pizza rounds. Pizza cardboard. But
Pizza cardboard.
We'll be making some stuff out of these things here pretty soon. Oh, yeah. Those all in order, so I don't want to get them out of order. You're out of order. No, you're out of order. Now, this is the sound of a tortoise. Not what you expected, huh?
No. Sounds like a crying baby.
Yeah. I'm afraid to ask what that turtle thinks he's doing, though. You might think it's another turtle.
Yeah.
Shameless. Turtle porn, Rex. Turtle porn.
Oh my God.
Huh? This is Bruce Timm really aping Jack Kirby, but that's a Bruce Timm there. From
Oh, big time. Big time ape.
Yeah. Big time
It's
ape.
cool. It's cool.
We call that a gorilla.
Yeah.
Big time ape. Either that or orangutan. These are the 5
Orangutan.
most expensive cheeses in the world. And this first one I'm going to show you is purple, at least on the outside. Most expensive cheeses in the world.
Nice. Wow. No
Edible
sound.
treasures.
Just FYI.
Yeah, they show you. Well, it's just music. Now, this is the cheese that has maggots in it.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. That's the way they make that cheese.
Oh.
$200 for just per pound. Wow.
Wow.
Let's see if there's any.
I'm in the wrong
Ultra
industry.
luxury.
Oh,
Price.
okay, so they do get past that stupid music.
I
Okay.
should get into making cheese. What's wrong with that?
5 most expensive cheeses in the world. These aren't just dairy products. They're edible
Jesus.
treasures worth more than gold by the gram. Number 5, Extra Old Bitto. An Italian cheese aged up to 18 years, produced in tiny batches high in the Alps. Rich, nutty, and nearly impossible to find. Price, $150 per pound. Number 4, Wyke Farms Vintage Cheddar. A rare English cheddar auctioned for charity, aged with unique craftsmanship, famous for its sharpness and creamy depth. Price, $200 per pound. Number 3, White Stilton Gold. A festive British cheese infused with edible gold flakes and liqueur. Decadent, dazzling, and ultra luxury.
Liqueur.
Price, $400 per pound. Number 2, Moose Cheese. Made only in Sweden, crafted from the milk of moose. Extremely limited production. Just a few £100s a year. Price, $1,000 per pound.
Wow.
Number 1, Fuel Cheese. The rarest cheese on earth, made from Balkan donkey milk in Serbia. Only a handful of kilograms exist each year, making it legendary. Price, $1,700 per pound.
Donkey cheese.
Cheese. Yeah. That sounds bizarre.
Wow. That I would think some of those cheeses are going to go extinct. They're so, rare.
Mm-hmm.
And I have something, werewolf representation for you, Shadowhawk. There's your werewolf representation for today.
All right, bud. I gotta go. Have a good rest of the show, sir.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming on, Omer. Appreciate it. There we go. Not sure who did the artwork on that. Dr. Dante just drops that stuff time to time. We've got some old House of Horror magazines here to show you. There we go. Nice mummy shroud cover with Christopher Lee in the background. It's supposed to be the Hammer version of the mummy. Really like this one, just the horrific face with the mask on it. That's pretty cool. Skull cover. Famous zombie movie. And a little Raquel Welch there as well. Not much really happens in that movie. I really wasn't taken with that movie. That was Raquel Welch's first movie. I'd much prefer to watch her in Fantastic Voyage, where they're shrank down to micro level and have to operate on this guy's brain. Some comics for you here. Kirby Strikes Back from 1976. There we go. This isn't a Kirby. This is a John Romita Sr. cover. 163. That's definitely Kirby there. Kirby on the Eternals. Did anybody like that movie? And I really like this one because Gladiator is one of my favorite villains, and the eel. I like how the eel's costume is too. But Jack Kirby, Ghost Rider cover, just a cool cover. A lot going on there. Love it. One of my favorite Kirby covers, probably. Here's a Gil Kane cover. He did so many covers. It's just not even funny. This is even nice here. Very simple cover. A lot of these Masters of Kung Fu were kind of busy covers. I kind of like this, you know. Intriguing. Number 47. I was trying to think of Keith Pollard at the end of yesterday and could not think of his name. Those comics were from 76 as well. Here's 1982. John Byrne run on Fantastic Four. We looked at him last Friday. Another John Byrne cover here. And what if Fantastic Four had not gained their superpowers? With a Nova backup story. This is Bob Layton cover on his Hercules miniseries, limited series. Very cool. Being blasted by Galactus, Iron Man, having a meltdown. Maybe the Melter. Here's some from 1982. Star Wars. And the Beast. I've actually got an original Cary Gramel page to this issue in the safe in there. Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man, Al Milgrom cover with the owl, which was traditionally a Daredevil villain. A little Doc Ock there in the back. And this is iconic. This is Paul Galassi. Always like that cover. Cool cover. Very colorful. And some 1979 books. Garcia Lopez with the Batman up there and Firebug. Always liked his Batman. He might have done that Detective Comics on the right too. He kind of had a ferocity in his face, you know, sort of a grim demeanor for the Dark Knight detective. Shake your booty. Wow, some unique comic book covers. Absolutely. Also on the spinner rack and for yesterday. Let's see here. Get down to some more here. 1983 for these. There we go. Make that real big. Let me get myself off of here. There we go. Kind of small. Apologize for that. I don't think I remember this one too clearly. A Marvel team up. I was more apt to get Marvel 2-in-1 than I was team up with Spidey. But a cool one where they're going up against the Mauler. This was kind of like his safari look, you know, with the jacket and the red glasses. Wonder Man's safari outfit. Hobgoblin. And I actually have this one in my collection with the flying tiger. Interesting, obscure character. Marvel's got so many obscure characters. It's pathetic. From 1983, we got Puck. Great John Byrne Puck cover with Puck bouncing into action out of the Ditko box. That's pretty neat. I always thought that was pretty cool. Spider-Man Annual 17. That's a Ed Hannigan and Klaus Janson cover. A Mike Zeck cover for the new Defenders. Kind of different. I don't know if I had that one at one time. Then we skipped the Fantastic Four done by John Byrne here. Great run. I think he did like 2 years on Fantastic Four, if not more. Here's some 1977 Star Wars years. Star Wars number 6. And this is the direct edition when you see those diamond up there for the price. That's early sort of comic book retail covers, which are, those early retail covers are should be worth more, I think, than the much more plentiful um, ones that you could find on the stands. This is kind of a neat cover for Masters of Kung Fu. I just never bought, I don't think, one issue of Master of Kung Fu. Just didn't interest me. I was more into the superhero type stuff. Here we go from Star Wars years also. Another great Gil Kane cover here. Early Punisher. I think I showed this one yesterday. I had to look that one up. This is Jim Starlin, Doctor Strange. He did some nice Doctor Strange covers. And Kirby for the win on the Eternals. Going up a little bit, 1986, John Byrne, Man of Steel. Sort of limited series there. Going up against Bizarro. This is a Jim Starlin cover. Always intrigued me when you had Spider-Man fighting Spider-Man, or like on this cover, Batman versus Batman. It kind of gets your, my first Spidey book was Spider-Man versus Spider-Man. Turned out to be a clone, the start of the clone story. Always liked Paris's work on Blue Beetle. Or maybe, I think he was on Blue Beetle when he was also on, it's up there in the credits. Lin Wing doing the writing. He also did Blue Devil. So he was in the blue. He was blue. He was Amazing Man cover with the very Miller looking Dark Knight and his female Robin character. It might be a good one to collect in the future, to have in your collection. From 1978, here's some covers real quick. Amazing Spider-Man with Electro. Never liked that old Electro look. So another Miss Marvel. See, Lorenzo destroying those lizard people. Wow, got a thunderclap. And a thunderclap. I wonder if we're going to get any rain. This is Carmen Infantino work here for the Spider-Woman. Can't say that I bought Spider-Woman. Probably looked at it. The interior artwork didn't interest me. I always liked the Constrictor. He was cool. Part of the Serpent Society. And on his own, 1984. Here we go. John Romita Jr. cover here. Al Milgrom cover. That's neat with the giant fist coming up. Maelstrom. Look, it's got 2 Ditko boxes. I need to get this issue just because it's different. What is that? 250, maybe? Something like that on the numbering. The Mighty Avengers. I never liked that they changed it to the Mighty Avengers. Just say Avengers. That's a John Byrne cover there. He did some John Byrne covers. I mean, he did some Power Man and Iron Fist covers. John Byrne did there for a while. That funky looking kid below him. I think that's was his weak point, drawing kids, actually. Incredible Hulk here. Of course, Sal Buscema and the Hulk in the Ditko box there. But this is the artist from Hellboy. He did some Incredible Hulk covers. Mike Mignola. From 1980, the first appearance of a couple characters here. Key issue. Look it up. New Teen Titans #2. Expensive. Deathstroke. First appearance of Deathstroke. Not sure who did this cover. I'm thinking maybe it could be a George Perez. I'm not sure. He had a great run on this. This is a Don Heck cover in Flash. I believe I have one of these in my collection. And this is Jim Starlin cover there. DC Comics Presents, I always like that. And then the backup stories. 1979, we got a Gil Kane, looks like Ghost Rider. A lot going on in that. Nice Savage Sword of Conan. I will be doing, my next book will be the unseen artwork of John Buscema that will feature, some of the master of Conan, artwork. Battlestar Galactica, never got any of those. This is intriguing, almost like Ego from Marvel, The Living Planet. Very interesting. Doctor Strange. Not sure who did this artwork. Looks like Bob McLeod inks, but that's about all I can tell you at this distance. 1979 again. Here we go. Some Micronauts. Micronauts always looked interesting to me, just not enough to. And this is a direct issue with the diamond up there and the slash through the barcode. I saw issues like this and was like wondering what was going on. I didn't really know. I actually bought this one on the stands. What is that? Is that $2.90? Yeah, $2.90. I just thought this was an interesting character, El Toro. Thor goes into a wrestling ring, kind of a wrestling ring type character. Keith Pollard on the cover. Couldn't think of his name yesterday. Nice Captain America. And I think I bought this issue. It's not very many covers that you get split up, and this was $1.99 leading up to $200. Split panel like this. Pretty neat. And let's see, 1985 here. Let's look at some of this. That's John Romita Jr. He did a lot of good stuff. I've got only good things to say about John Romita Jr. He's probably one of the most controversial when it comes to loving and hating an artist. I don't know why that is, but nice Walt Simonson here, double-sized Mighty Thor annual with Mephisto and Oak the Troll, and a nice Mike Zeck. He did a lot. Mike Zeck and John Byrne did some, but Mike Zeck especially did a lot of the G.I. Joe covers. A lot of the nice G.I. Joe covers. And I remember picking this up on the stands, Nightcrawler, number 2, limited series. Those limited series of the 80s were just very prevalent during that time. And I think that's kind of like what crowdfunding needs to mimic today, is kind of like the crowdfunding. Henry, how are you? Not Gil Kane, Ghost Rider cover. It's probably Bob Budiansky. Yeah, I got a story about Bob Budiansky. I was like, I was attributing maybe Ghost Rider that was in the little bullet to Bob Budiansky. And he told me on eBay, he was like, no, that's Gil Kane. And I actually talked to him, through eBay, which was kind of interesting. I have a first edition Legend old first version Ghost Rider card and a legendary Green Goblin card. Cool. They're all beautiful comics from great creators and gifted minds and talented artisans all across the world. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, we've lost some true greats. Sorry, my camera is not wanting to focus. If it's not my camera, it's Shadow's audio. Oh, well, we try our best on the 4 o'clock Shadow daily, every day. I've got to go, man, if it rains, that sucks, because I really need to get that mattress out. Should have already had it out before the show, but I said I'll do that after the show. Really wasn't expecting maybe rain. I need to get that mattress out and let it dry in the heat. And I thought I would have, some nice searing heat tomorrow. If it rains, that will suck. Where can I put it? Back of my truck? Maybe. I have to figure out something. Sure don't want my mattress messed up. I bought a mattress years ago, and it's wrapped up in plastic, and it's gotten a little wet with a few other things there. They've got like a Hot Wheels stand there. I bet you that got wet. That had some stuff hanging on it. I don't know till I get in there. I hope it doesn't rain. That would just, maybe that's why we're not working tonight. But I do go to work tomorrow night. Have a bunch of limited okay. Yeah, I know those cards. Yeah. Yeah, I had to pull out some trading cards sometimes. Sadly, most of my trading cards were destroyed when I had like boxes that would hold 1,000, and I had a couple thousand destroyed by termites. They ate up through the floor. It was an old building built in the late 1800s. It was like a show window, and I just had those in there, had it blocked off, and just used it as like a storage room. Had those two boxes there and didn't even know it. They ate up through the floor and into the boxes, and then when I went to move over to here, I was like, oh God, all these great full and hologram and mostly superhero and stuff, but also, sports. Anyway, keep collecting and, protect what you got.